My name's Louise Robinson and I'm a CLIC Sargent specialist nurse key worker working with children and young people with brain tumours. Today I'd like to share with you some of the things that I've learned and things that can be helpful when working with schools to support pupils who have brain tumours. Firstly, it's important to identify the right people who will support your child in school. Often the first person to approach is the SENCO or Special Educational Needs Coordinator, as they have overall responsibility for supporting any child within school who has special educational needs. However, it could be that there are other individuals who would also be helpful in offering support. For example, in secondary schools, the year head will often stay with the pupils throughout their time at secondary, so they could be really important in working alongside your child and making sure their needs are met. In addition to that, many schools have pastoral care teams who might be useful in helping make sure that your child's needs are understood and that any recommendations made for supporting your child are followed. If you don't feel that your child's needs are being supported sufficiently in school, don't be afraid of approaching the head to address your concerns. When dealing with schools, it can be helpful if you have somebody who can support you in opening and sustaining the dialogue, and also to support you if you are attending any meetings at school. It may be that there is a key worker, nurse or psychologist who might be able to help you with this. Alternatively, organisations such as SENDIAS or Parent Partnership or some charitable organisations may be able to help you with this. If there isn't anyone such as this who can help you, I would definitely recommend asking a friend or relative to attend meetings with you, as it's an extra pair of ears to listen to what's been said, ask questions, and also somebody else who can remember what's been said afterwards and what's been agreed in terms of support from the school. If possible, it's also useful to request that you have a copy of any minutes that have been made during the meeting. My second piece of advice would be to aim to meet regularly with schools to discuss progress and to share strategies. Regular meetings not only allow school to keep up to date with any changes in your child's situation, but also encourage them to keep engaged and continue to understand their need for ongoing support. If your child has had any recent assessments, that can be a good opportunity to meet with school and update them on any changes. Sharing new assessments with schools is also helpful, as it can provide additional information for them which they might be able to use in order to access further funding. Try to keep lines of communication open. Most schools do genuinely want to meet the needs of their pupils. However, it's possible that they're having difficulty in accessing funding for your child, or it may be that they're inexperienced at applying for this sort of funding. I tend to find that a collaborative approach is best, and it's not usually helpful if you end up getting into a battle with school because you feel your child's needs are not being met. If, despite working closely with your child's school, you still feel that their needs are not being met, it might be appropriate to apply for an Education, Health and Care Plan, or EHCP. This is a formal, legally protected plan which is issued by the local authority and describes your child's needs and how they will be met. Parents or professionals can make an independent application for an EHCP. However, it tends to be more successful if the application is made in conjunction with the child's school and all other professionals who are supporting your child. Further information about EHCPs will be listed at the end of this vlog. So let's recap on what we've discussed. Firstly, identify the right person within school who can support your child. Also, make sure you find somebody who can help you to advocate for your child and to attend meetings with you. Meet regularly with the team at school and make sure that you're sharing all new information with them so they are aware of what needs to be put in place to support your child. Work collaboratively with school as much as possible. Keep lines of communication open and try to avoid getting into any battles over funding or resources. And finally, if your child's needs still don't seem to be being met, it might be that they would benefit from an Education, Health and Care Plan. So have a conversation with either the SENCO at your school or somebody from the senior leadership team over whether it might be appropriate to make an application for an EHCP. So that's all from me. I really hope you found this vlog useful and that you can use some of the information in it to build a positive relationship with your child's school.